Welcome back, everyone, to our prayer journey with my daily devotion. Today, we're going to take a look at Psalm 20. It is a psalm in which the leader of the country, David, is about to go and defend his nation. Now, I don't know the particular battle he was about to take, but the people rallied around him like a political rally. But this was a religious rally in which they prayed and interceded for their king and for their nation. I'm just going to read the first 3 verses to get an idea, and then I'll highlight some of the other verses. The Lord hear thee in the day of trouble. The name of God of Jacob defend thee. These are the people crying out for David. Send thee help from the sanctuary and strengthen thee out of Zion, out of God's holy hill. Remember all of the offerings and accept thy burnt offerings. I have been praying for over a couple of years now for a revival in our nation and a great awakening, and I still am hopeful for something about that. I know other people that are praying. And then I ask myself, are our burnt offerings, our trust in Jesus, really legitimate? Are we really sincerely praying as these people most likely were, because David did have his victory? And sometimes victories in the Lord don't come right away. There's a purpose for why he lets us wait. But I want to throw out a warning also to us about what happened to the church of Laodicea. So then, he says, because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increaseth with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. I counsel thee to buy gold, tried in fire, that thou may be rich, and white raiment, that thou may be clothed, and that shame of thy nakedness would disappear. Perhaps our prayers would be heard much better if we are right with God individually. You know, it's easy to cry out, help my nation, Lord, and not live for God. To go and live at ease because we have everything that we potentially need. Rather, let us be like they were here, it appears to be anyway, in Psalm 20. Send help from the sanctuary. God, hear our prayer. Remember our offerings. Are we making heartfelt offerings, sacrificing our own selves to God? A friend of mine once told me, he said, Mike, the problem with a living sacrifice, it keeps getting up off the altar. And that is so true. Remember our offerings. May you grant thee according to thy heart. These requests we can make when we are right with God, when we are cleansed. And then we can know that God will hear us. And always, as I end every prayer, thy will be done, because I don't understand all of the things I need to know. Thy kingdom come. That is what we must pray, because we want God's will to be done and not ours. But we can ask. And God, most often, when our will is lined up with his will, always will answer our prayer. So until next time, may Jesus increase as we decrease.